It's the time to get down.
Still had like 50 people missing, so it's a terrible tragedy.
Yeah, it is.
But the captain actually got off the ship first. And there's a tape recording available right now out there. You want me to see if I can try to get it, Vic?
Oh, I mean,
of the captain. And
they just played it this morning.
Of the captain, and they're telling him, you got to go back to the boat and help get people off. He's like, what? No, they're like, you got to go back to the boat.
Right. Now, here's my question, why Mario's trying to look for that. Now, imagine.
I'm sure they got it.
Imagine now, see, we still didn't get to the part of, okay, here's the guilty thing from my previous story. No one's going to believe that you went down to get the people who said, we're ready to die now. We didn't plan, but we decided to go ahead. They're not going to believe that you didn't go down to get the people, that you left in lieu of them still being stuck.
He does like he told good boys, I'm out, we out.
So he's
Looks like a goner to me. Looks like a goner to me. Take a look.
Here we go.
Now here what Vic and I were saying is, if you're up there on top of the boat, why are you trying to get off of the boat? If you can see land right there.
Right.
And you go, help is going to come. They had people, rescue ships all around, everything.
Right.
Why are you trying to get off of the damn boat?
Yes.
Sit your ass down there and wait. See, some people got hurt trying to climb down.
Yep.
And swim ashore.
Yep.
Why are you trying to swim ashore?
Wait a minute.
What kind of idiot shit is that?
The question, it's one of those things where they said the ship ran aground. That means it ran aground on something.
That's what Vic said, it ran aground. So we turn it down.
So if it ran aground or ran up, and then you go out to the deck, and you say, there goes city lights. There goes.
Right. If it ran aground, that means you can't sink. That's the bottom line for all the slow folks out there. Just for the future. If your boat runs aground, you cannot sink. You're on the bottom. Thank you.
Yeah.
So the thing is, you feel sorry for the people trapped underneath.
I do.
See, they're the people who are trapped at those levels. That's the horror.
Yes.
But the ones that are on top, that are safe, y'all just sit tight.
Yeah, you can't
look at this. You got, see what I'm saying? Look at this. You got boats all around. Sit tight. People don't panic.
Yeah, don't.
People don't panic.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Why are you jumping in the water to swim ashore?
Right. Well, you know why? You know what, Mario? Let's be honest. Somebody saw the captain amscreen. You know what that we call that the term that doesn't mean I'm leaving.
Amscreen.
They're gone.
So y'all see this footage? This is RT.com. Thank you. There's a bunch of footage out there.
It is.
And we just wanted, this is really the breaking news. Now you see all the boats around. When you, in other words, at least if you're not in imminent danger, try to wait for help.
Yeah, the one thing they say is like you said, if you're sitting here going like you want to stay as dry as long as possible. So try to prevent getting in the water way ahead of time. That's all we're saying. Now look, in a panicking moment, you have to be very careful. You may walk yourself in or usher yourself into death when you can realize that you can be saved. But now, back at the point. We're not trying to get into the part. We're the captains. Now, Mario, you're already guilty because the people who want to go to Heaven's Gate said we ain't leaving. Now, let's just pretend you are now the captain of the ship. And you know what your job is. Is there a possibility that some people are still on the ship that you will get blamed for, even though you did what you thought was your job?
No, you're going to be. You're the man in charge. The person in charge is always. That's always the case, no matter what it is, from a basketball game to captaining a liner. Now, Vic, okay, you guys, this is bad. This is bad.
I know, it is not good. And look, and all we're saying is this: I can't help but to want to hear the guy. The captain. I want to know what was going through his mind when he says, I'm ahead of everybody by a couple hours. Did he go inside the city and go do some shopping? What did he do?
The captain was gone, you guys. They had to, that's the one I want to, Vic, that's the one I was trying to get for you guys.
I know.
The conversation.
Yeah, because they just have the transcripts.
Let's look. So you guys can see this. I use RT.com.
Right. They may be delayed a little bit, but look. First of all, we're not trying to make light of the situation. We don't wish any, ill will feelings for the families who have lost loved ones. This is devastating. But there is this captain's mindset, and the captain's mindset was me first, you later, holla. Now, Mario and I was laughing at the transcripts or the reading which they actually had some people read off the words of the phone call he was having to, of course, his cruise line associates, who the guy was going, there are people dead. And the captain going, how many? So he's having a conversation.
They ordered him to go back to the ship and tell him, he wouldn't answer any questions. He didn't. He had just bailed.
No, now I did this. The guy's already wrong. Now, here's my thinking, guys. I don't know anything about being a cruise ship captain. The boat's already done. I'm already off the boat. I got you on the line telling me to go back on the boat. So here I am with my dinghy. I'm going up to the big old ship, and I'm asking people, throw me a rope. Can you holler down at a brother here, want to get back on the ship? Who's going to be trying to get somebody on the ship? You've already done your devastating disaster event for 2012. Does it make any sense for him to go back on the boat? I mean, what will happen if he does?
Because what happens is someone yes, it makes a difference because you need to have organization. You need to take a sense. In other words, in a disaster, you're attempting really to minimize.
No, but can he accomplish that going back on the boat?
If you're the leadership, if you're to provide leadership, yeah.
You think this captain?
In other words,
what about this captain?
No, I mean, if you're incompetent, you're not valuable anyway. But I'm saying the theory is that someone has to take charge and issue instructions. And if you think about it, in any disaster, those are actually basic things.
Yeah.
And mostly, this is part of the whole, no offense, more of the sheep people.
That's right.
People tend to look around and ask, who's in charge? Who's running things?
Right.
And to the most degree, the one who stands up loudly and declares, I'm in charge, is often going to be in charge.
Yes.
Because this is how people are when it comes to disasters and panic situations.
So true.
But the the idea was the captain was supposed to be there to take charge and lead, at least calm people, let them know things. But what happened is they lied. Once again, if you're ever on these things and the people say, hey, it's nothing, don't trust them. They said they were having some electrical problems till the boat turned over on its side. See? So they lied to you. Oh, there's nothing wrong. Okay, you're lying. Then there's well, there is something wrong, but it's minor.
Right.
You're lying.
Right.
Oh, there's something wrong, but you're actually lying about what's wrong. Then tragedy. You notice that there's a constant in these things that people seem to want to reassure you while you're about to die.
Right.
Nothing's wrong.
Yep.
Nothing's wrong right before the crash.
Okay. So we all know
leadership. There's some leadership issue.
Right. We already see. Look, what we're doing is saying, here's what you're supposed to do. We all know that this guy went through the protocols and process, and sometimes you just get.
No, he didn't do. That's the point. He didn't go through them. No, he didn't go through the protocols and process.
No, I know he didn't. I said we know that he has been taught the whole thing.
Yeah.
So he eliminated all that.
You can't be a captain without doing that
right.
shit.
So I'm not laughing at the devastation. It's the idea that this guy remotely said, F it, I'm gone. And that's just the nature of it. Now, the industry is going to be hurt. A lot of people are going to look at the confidence in this. And there's going to be such a big loss in the monetary area. But Mario...
this is a big old suit.
Yes, this is a big one. But you know what?
This is big, huge.
I'm going to do something here. Because, see, I know what Mario's trying to find.
I can't find it. I wanted you to get the report.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find... I could find it. You guys got to hear the translation.
Yes.
Go find of them talking to the captain. If you really want to see an exercise in incompetence and cowardice that leads to people's deaths, like I said, go listen to this, and go like, how did you get to be captain? You know, your cousin must be whatever, the head of the captain thing.
Yeah.
There's always some crap. And then you go find out how they got to be captain.
Well, you know what? I hate to say this because I'm going to transition out of this because I know Mario, when he finds it, if he finds it, I think there's a bigger subject ahead of us that really is going to warrant some attention. I think it's one of the, let me just say this, Mario. It will be the topic of 2012, especially for a brother like you. And I'm about to introduce this story to you. You sure you're ready for this, man?
I'm ready.
All right, now. For you brothers that were born post...
No, I didn't do it. Oh, excuse me.
Here it goes.
All right, I'm ready now.
There's a study out there that says, men, there's a scarcity of women that causes men to spend more and save less money. scarcity of women. And an
Well,
age,
y'all don't have to worry
wait a
about me
minute.
taking up none.
Wait a minute.
Shit, I threw in the towel.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Now I just watch Pornhub.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I go on
this is
sexual
huge.
memory.
This is huge. Aren't we living in a day where they say the general population of women outnumber the men, right?
Yeah.
So if there's a scarcity of women, what's the problem? What do you think is the problem? Because what they're
Because
saying,
they're chasing the cat.
do you save money? Do you save money when you don't have a woman, or do you spend more money when
No,
you?
I've been part of the reason why I've been able to make these wonderful adjustments here to the compound is my current lack of a woman. You know how much you save at Christmas when you don't have a woman? How many of y'all just went through the holidays without a woman? A bunch of y'all did. Saved a bunch of goddamn money, didn't you?
No, wait a minute, Mario.
Didn't you save money?
I have to change.
Some of y'all tell the truth.
I have to
You know
take-
you was going, yeah, I ain't buying shit.
a position against that argument because you must count. Say if you have a woman that brings in 150K.
Oh, that's different. Know what you say? See, PMC, we all jumped up. What? What'd you say? How much she bring in?
Okay, so here it is.
I know you have to bring in that much.
Okay.
Just bring something, shit. Bring. Just don't bring just a drain.
Right.
You know, some women just a drain understand.
Right.
See, you know, I tell them you can't survive on your genitals forever.
Right.
You just can't. You got to develop some other skills. One day we don't want that. That's what you gonna go on then.
Yeah,
See, that's what people don't realize. If you rely on your genitals, you know ultimately one day you out of a job.
So
One day you out of a job.
see, this is wrong. You know what this story is really about? This is killing me, man. It's when first of all, you guys, you take into account your own personal surroundings and whatever. We live in a place where men are taught to think that there are more women and that we have choices. Well, they're relating this to
They're
money.
lying. Don't believe
Wait a
them.
minute, it's a study. Let me just.
Their studies are wrong.
There's
There's a lot. And you know what? You know what? What's one thing about? No, I hate to sound talk nasty. One thing about that good stuff, there's more where that came from.
Wait a minute.
You know what?
We got a psychosis.
It self-reproduces.
Look,
There's always new.
I'm saying this right offhand.
That's the good thing about living. There's always new women. Always. They're being born every day.
Here's
like a factory.
Wait a minute. Here's the thing. Think about how this story is going. What they're framing the story around to be is this. When there's a surplus of men and we hear that, we know there's a surplus of men, we actually go spend more money. It's our depressive state. So what do you think women
Now they're
are
saying
going
you're
to
going to work harder to get some women. You're going to men
wait a minute.
compete.
What do women do when they say it's a whole bunch of us
They
to
go
you?
for. They do what the men do. They go for the highest bidder.
They go-
or the best thing.
So
you
that
know,
means
the
you gotta
best,
work
you
more?
go for the best. Hell yeah.
So you work hard now for...
No, I'm old. I don't work hard. You know, yes, you get to a certain age. Women, here's the secret. Okay, everybody, all you women, our viewers, listen up. Give you a powerful secret now.
All right.
Powerful. One day your man ain't going to want it like he used to.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, yeah. You know what they quoting? 50% of men over 45 have ED. That's what they quote.
I think they should change it to...
Okay, that's what they
SD.
quote. So, yeah, it's no what. But here's the thing. Half of those men have ED because they look to their left.
See,
And what they looking at ain't going to solve ED.
wait a minute. Now, Mario.
Now, you know what solves most ED? What solves ED besides Viagra?
What?
Some new stuff.
Mario.
That'll get you excited
You know
about
what?
living.
See, you know,
I'm just telling you.
I was trying to bring a relative story.
What is
Quality.
relative? You did.
And you took it down up
You
to
took
the
it up. You
dungeon.
talk about why the men ain't hustling and why they ain't hustling. So the women, that's why I was telling the women the secret now.
Right.
So recognize, one day the men ain't going to hustle for you the same. They just are not. And the women, that comes as a shock to a bunch of them.
Now watch
'Cause they
this.
don't want it the same.
Watch this. Mario is enlightening you all. As if you're...